Good day and welcome to another exciting edition of our inspiring television program on Global TV Live. I am your host, Precious Ayembe. The Viewpoint for Precious Ayembe, it is an inspiring television program where voice of experience meet the passion for change. On this platform, we engage in distinguished personalities, leaders, professionals, and change makers from different sectors of society as they share the journey, challenges, success, and practical insight for national development. From leadership to politics to security to relationships, religion, and entertainment, with a meaningful conversation that educates, inspires, and empowers viewers, especially the younger generation, towards purposeful living and productive nation building. This program features exclusive interviews and discussions with influential personalities across politics, security, religion, business, entertainment, and other sectors aimed at inspiring positive change and providing practical solutions to challenges affecting individuals, community, family, society, and nations. Our program slogan is known for inspiring life, shaping the future, where inspiration meets leadership, with stories, with issues, with solutions. Today conversation is on one that speaks to everyone, whether you are a student, an entrepreneur, career professional, public servant, or business leader. We often hear that success comes through hard work. But is hard work alone enough? How important are these relationships were built along the way? Joining us to explore this important topic is Honorable Remy Jim. I think I beg he's going to pronounce the name when he when it's his term. He's the director for Africa, Powered Africa, and author of inspiring book. Relationships are powerful. No one ever succeeds alone. Sir, thank you for joining us on today's edition. Pleasure to have you on this program today.
Thank you so much.
Can you introduce that full name to us?
Okay, my name is Remy Chukunya.
I know Remy. Is that the Chukunya? I said
yes.
Yeah, I said no, because this is
God gave you.
Oh, God gave your mom. Yeah, so that God gave you to your mom. That is your blessed child to your parents.
That's it.
Wow, that's the one. So I can even see it for you putting up this. That should God gave you to your mom.
Correct.
So kudos to your mom.
Thank you.
So good to have you, sir. So what inspires you writing such a wonderful book?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to clarify that relationship here is not the romantic type of relationship, that people always talk about. So we are really talking about, strategic relationships, how to harness your relationships, to unlock opportunities and to accelerate your growth, whether you are a businessman or a professional or whatever you do. So I just wanted to create that background so that we can focus on that. It's not about romantic relationship. This one is about strategic relationships and how it has become an issue, because you have social capital, you have financial capital, and now we're talking about relationships capital, because it determines a lot in your success story. The truth about this is, for the past 23 years, I've been in this space, working in the leadership, entrepreneurship sector, at different levels in public sector, in the private sector. I have discovered that meaningful successes are only built on relationships. Then I've also thought that relationships play over 80% roles in funding. If you are fundraising, whether for a charity or a business, relationships play over 80% role in determining if you will get it or not. Because everyone is afraid of losing money. And nobody wants to give money or to support a stranger. Do you understand? Nobody wants to lose money. So before I give you money, whether to support your charitable cause or your business, I must have come in contact with you. I must have known you over a period of time before I will have the trust that if I give you this money, you'll be able to utilize it. So that was why I decided to put this together, because I have seen that it plays a lot of roles in taking you to the next level. Now, I can tell you several instances where I just got nominated or recommended for speaking engagements.
You are just joking, because we have a question for you on that.
Okay.
Because when your name popped out to come that you're going to come on our show, so someone asked, okay, your book is titled Relationship. How powerful? No one ever succeeds alone. What inspires you to write this book, and what is the central message you want the reader to take away? So you just gave us a brief. Yes, that's a book there. That's a book. Yeah. Okay. So when people saw the relationship, they were thinking it's a romantic relationship. Anyway, there's a guest who also sent the message that, can you book me? We're coming for your show. They are specialized on relationships. Okay. So yeah, he sent a message. So you guys waiting for romantic relationship will come for you on that. So many people believe success depends mainly on intelligence, education, and hard work. So why do you believe relationships are just as important as that?
Yeah, very good. Now, when I talk about how powerful relationships are, I am not saying that competence or qualifications are not important. Now, but the truth is that your competence, your qualifications, your skills can open a door for you.
Yeah.
But it takes relationships to keep you in that room. Some people get jobs because, oh wow, they went for interviews and they were top of the interview. They were so excellent and they got the job. I mean, because of the way they behave, the way they relate with the people there, the way how rude they are, and everything, they get kicked out the next month, for example. Do you understand? So the relationship we are talking about is what keeps you in that room. Now, for example, no business grows when there is no trust. You cannot be in a business relationship with another company if there is no trust. And that is why
confidence.
Yes, no trust. That's why people go into contracts. You sign documents, whether MOU or agreement. Now, that is to give the other person confidence in what you are doing. Do you understand?
Yes,
so there should be a level of trust, and this trust is an element of relationship.
Yes, sorry for cutting you. Like one director sent a message to me. Our precious, we want your input on this. We want to employ. We want whatever you say. We're going to accept. I said, okay. Can you send out the staff? I said, okay. So I wanted one of my freelancer to go for the job because the wife just put to bed. Later on, I said, my younger brother too. So I reached out to him. He said he's not good at that job, but they have a member that's very good at that job. And not even sent his resume, nothing at the plot of gold, and he was paid $350. This is a person that resumed 2 times in a week, but he never called to say thank you. Not until the MD called me that, we just gave the job to the guy you sent to us. And in the night he sent a message, thank you. I say, I want to call the MD to take back that job, to give it to somebody.
You see.
So I could relate to what you were saying.
Yes, so that is the truth. It just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Now, I've given people jobs just by a phone call. I told you the story last time when we were discussing. Now I said, someone asked me to get her an executive director to run her organization, an NGO. And because she said a male, she preferred a male. So I was thinking, who do I know who fits into this job, especially in Abuja? So while I was thinking about that, one of the boys that I worked with, he was a program manager in another organization. So we did a partnership program together. So, and usually every month, he usually sends me happy new month, right? So now, but at that point, I didn't remember him. So while I was still thinking of who to recommend, his message came.
Wow.
He said, "Sir, I have good morning, sir, happy new month, this and that." I said, "Oh my God, this boy is even qualified to take this job."
Apostle Simon, we say, who is praying for this person?
Correct. So, do you understand? So, the moment his message came into my phone, I said, "Oh my God, this is the person I've been looking for."
Wow.
So, I called him. So, where have you been? Say, "You have to talk to this person, this job." I then called the woman. I said, "I've got someone for you." And the guy got the job.
Oh, that's
just
good.
like that. Do you understand? So that's how it works. Because this person believes in my judgment. Now she believes that, oh, anyone Remy recommends is fit and good for the job. So he didn't even struggle for it.
That's good. Oh, okay. In today's digital age, people have thousands of online connections, but often very few meaningful relationships. So how can people build genuine and lasting relationships?
Now, let me tell you something. Now, all those social media likes and following, they are not relationships, right? Now, for example,
so is what?
It's not. They're just trying to catch fun. For example, now let me explain. Now, even though I'm no more on Facebook, they I don't know what happened. They suspend my account. Now, I got frustrated at a point because when I post photos of maybe me in America, this and that, people come and comment, they share, they like, they celebrate. But when I say this book is for sale, I wanted to buy, nobody responds. When I say I have a masterclass next week or so, or even when I publish a speaking engagement, you don't see anybody commenting. But if it's a photo of me, displaying maybe where I was enjoying myself, you see everybody. Even if it's a birthday, you see people commenting. You look good, this one. But when it is something serious,
very important,
you don't see them.
Like
so what does this suggest to you?
That shows they don't have a personal relationship.
They're just catching fun, right? They're just catching fun. So let me tell you something. People. There's a mistake. I don't know if I should say it at this stage.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. People, there are 5. Okay, let me just say a major mistake people make.
Yeah.
But the mistake is, if you collect business cards, if you meet in a conference or wherever, you share cards. Now, when you go home, you drop those cards. You don't even say, "Hello, sir, I met you in a conference," or even if it's on Facebook, you don't go to chat the person and say, "Sir, what you posted, I love it. It impacted my life."
Okay.
So now, because to build a relationship, first of all, you have to meet. When you meet with the person, now you have exchanged contacts, fantastic. So the next thing is to nurture that relationship.
Yeah.
You have to nurture the relationship.
Oh, that's good.
Now, so by the time you nurture the relationship, at that point, this other person will know what you have to offer.
Oh, that's good.
Do you understand? And you don't just come empty-handed. Let me explain. You cannot just come. You don't have any skill, don't have anything to offer me, and you want me to be relating with you. What will I be doing with you? You must have something to offer.
Something to show.
Yeah, something. Do you understand? So because that is the only thing that will say, "Oh, this guy is good at this. I can recommend him for this." Do you understand? So now, like I said, if you get to know me, you need to nurture my relationship with you that will grant you access to me and for opportunities that you can get from me.
Oh, now that we have known you for years now.
Good.
So that means you will give me the word.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. So looking back on your personal and professional journey, can you share a relationship that significantly changed your life or career?
Okay, good. Let me there's so many of them, but let me take one I shared in this book. Now, one of them, as a youth corps in Kaduna several years ago, I met one guy, a friend to my cousins where I was staying in Kaduna. That was my first time in the north. So this guy comes and we play Scrabble. I love Scrabble so much. I was even a master in the game. So we used to play Scrabble. So by the time each time we were playing Scrabble, that was when the idea of betting an NGO came to me. You know, because when I watch CNN, I used to see UNICEF, Oxfam, you know, what they are doing in the north, you know, providing water, educational facilities for children, all those kind of things. So something was pushing me to do similar things. I didn't know how to begin, but I had an urge to do something. I had a leading to do something, to start something. Now, this guy was already doing something, he's already running an NGO. So when each time he came, so when I started discussing, I would share my idea with him. He would tell me, oh, this is what you have to do. He even printed some documents and gave me to read. My sister, that relationship, that was how I founded African Youth Development Foundation. In 2000, the year, that was the year I was doing my NYSC. And I took this idea to an NPC where I served. I got the area manager and others supporting me as board members. At the end of the day, when I left Kaduna, went back to Imo State, I got funded by USAID, United States Agency for International Development, my first project. And that project launched me into limelight because it was a project that supported, you know, that helped to, it was under the Niger Delta Peace Project. It was my organization that implemented it in Imo State in partnership with USAID. As young as I was then, remember I said just a graduate. Yeah. I just finished from NYC. Yeah. As young as I was. Now, as I speak with you, that project played over 80% roles in the establishment of what is known today as Imo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. Wow. Because our intervention was in the oil producing communities of Imo State, who were agitated over the government not implementing the 13% oil derivation. You remember 1999, 2000, when democracy just returned, then the Niger Delta agitations over oil and all of that. Now, those people in Imo State, I'm also from that community, from that region. So I engaged with traditional rulers. Prominent among them was the late Nzobi of Ebema. He was a father to me. He saw the idea, what I was doing, he supported me wholly. And that was how we brought in the American government to do that training to empower the youths of Ohajebima Uguta, local governments of Imo State. And in that conference, a training that lasted for about 1 week, it ended with a call for the government to start implementing the 13% oil derivation fund received from the federal government. And it wasn't up to 2 months. The government established a committee. It started with a committee they called it 13% oil derivation fund committee. From there to another committee. From there, it became a law, Imo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, and now today is a commission, which is now, which is now saddled with the responsibilities of developing the communities that are producing oil in Imo State, and the people are happy with the scholarships and everything happening there. So you see what happened. From Kaduna, where I met that young man who helped me set up the NGO, then I came back to Imo State, got involved with USAID, implemented that program in Imo State with the oil producing communities, the youths, the traditional rulers and the community leaders. And at the end of the day, government responded, set up the committee that later transformed into a commission. So you can imagine, that was a transformation.
Wow, that's a good one. So what are the biggest mistake people make when building a network, especially young professional and entrepreneur? What are the mistakes?
So, yes, good. Yeah, so the mistake is, now let me ask you a question. Now let's imagine you have a friend, and this friend remembers you only when she's in trouble, when she needs help.
I have a lot of them.
Fantastic. Only when she needs help. That's a mistake. You don't relate with me. You only call me, oh, Remy, please, I need urgent 5K. Oh my God. For the whole year, I've not heard from you. Or for the whole month or 2 months, you never called, even if to say happy Sunday or happy New Month. But when you need money, that's when you remember me. That's a very big mistake.
Such people. Your ATM machine.
Good. do you understand? I'm happy you have those examples. That is a major problem people make in relationships. You know me, I can help you, but I deserve at least once in a while we relate. Then when you need help, I come for you. But not only when you need help, you remember me. That's annoying.
Okay, we're going to short break like that. This will continue. Our guest here, we have a topic of its relationship are powerful. No one ever succeeds alone. We go on a short break. I'll right back. This will continue. And my name is Precious Ayembe.
Connectors, the ones who understand destiny is never a solo mission. Relationships are powerful. We rise when we're connected. No one succeeds alone, no. We win when we're collected. From the ground to the throne, we grow. Every seed gets protected. Relationships are powerful. No one succeeds alone. I was grinding on my own, but I had to carry it. Every vision, every weight, every burden, bury it. Then I learned elevation comes with alignment. Divine connections turn pressure into diamonds. It's not just who you know, it's who walks here with you.
Welcome back from that break. For more information about our Inspiring Television program, you want to be a guest on our show, you want to place an advert on sponsorship on this program, please record the number 07035959625. I pray they put the number, but let me take it again, 07035959625 for more details on this program. So we'll get back to Honorable. So how can trust, integrity, and good characters help someone to build a relationship that leads to long-term success? And so that we can round up, we have just 2 seconds to leave now.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Can you help put the number for people to get to reach us for sponsorship, for advert placements, or whoever they want to be part of a show can send the can call the number to get to us. So the question I just gave to you now.
Yeah, thank you. What you mentioned, trust, integrity.
Yes. I say, how can trust, integrity, and good characters help someone build a relationship that leads to long-term success?
Yes, those are the ingredients of a good relationship. Like I said before, just like the Bible says, can two work together except they agree? So you must have a level of trust for you to be in a relationship, and that's why relationships break when there's no more trust. So those are important. Now, from relationship, you gain trust, you gain someone's trust. Now, when there is trust, now it moves to credibility, right? So when it leads to credibility, that person can now vouch for you and say, oh no, Remy is good, he can do the job. Just employ him, just like they gave to the person you recommended. Do you understand? If those people do not trust you, they will say you're credible.
Yeah, we just have 2 more minutes. Can you just summarize that so we can?
Okay, so I just want to say it this way. I see people talk about self-made human beings. They promote a self-help ideology or philosophy or what. Now, I want to say that is a lie. there's nothing like a self-made millionaire, self-made human
Thank
being.
you. We don't have more to tell because I wanted to ask you that finally, what practical advice will you give to someone who wants to build a strong relationship, and what positive impact of the future that you think can help them? But the time is just...
Yeah, let me still say that. No one ever succeeded alone.
Oh, that's
No
good.
one. Because there are people that helped you along the way.
Wow.
Without, even if they are not strangers, they are your parents, your teachers.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Remy. Thank you for being part of today's show, for sharing your valuable insight with us today. Your message reminds us that why talents and hard works are important. Meaningful relationship builds a trust of respect and integrity can open doors that we cannot open alone. So to our viewers, remember, no one succeeds alone. Invest in people, build genuine relationship, and be the kind of person others can trust. Thank you. You watch this episode 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. God bless you. My name is Precious Ayembe. This program is brought to you by Zorep Multimedia TV, live from Global TV. Have a wonderful day. Next time, stay inspired, stay purposeful, and keep making a positive difference. God bless you for now. And bye for now.